Casey Anthony became one of the most hated women in America when she was accused of killing her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee, in 2008. Her trial was one of the most hotly contested and heavily followed ever. Anthony's 2011 acquittal caused numerous protests and a media frenzy that has since died down. But after all of that, what is Casey Anthony doing today? She's broke. Anthony reportedly filed for bankruptcy in 2013, claiming more than $792,000 in debt. A source told People magazine that Anthony doesn't have much money coming in either, saying, quote, "She can't hold a real job. She's got enough money to live, but not enough to really do anything. She sort of lives like an old person on a fixed income without much going on in her life," end quote. Radar Online reports that Anthony's bankruptcy case was discharged in 2015. As of May 2015, she listed $474 in assets and $200 worth of jewelry. According to the National Enquirer, Anthony's financial situation allegedly got so dire in 2014 that she acted as the live-in housekeeper for her attorney, Cheney Mason. An insider dished to People that Anthony maintains a comfortable lifestyle regardless of her finances. Quote, "She has a few benefactors that are enamored with her and send her things. They pay for everything," end quote.
Casey deserves to be free because if it were today, I'd marry her. Of course, I wouldn't trust her with a baby, but I'll be around her 24/7.
She tried getting a book deal. Radar Online reports that Anthony shopped a book around, with legal filings showing that her representatives fielded calls from St. Martin's Press about a potential deal in 2013. Radar Online reported, quote, "Casey has been keeping a journal and spends the majority of her days now writing. She has also been spending a lot of time going through her past journal entries and including excerpts that she once included in a book that she wants to write. Casey feels this is the only way that she can get her story out, and she feels that the public wants to hear from her," end quote. However, like the book deals of other accused murderers, things didn't really pan out. A publishing source told People, quote, "She's toxic. No one wants to publish her book and be boycotted," end quote. Estranged from her family. A source told People that Anthony no longer speaks to her family, saying, quote, "They don't really talk. She has spoken with her mother a few times, but she doesn't talk to her dad at all," end quote. She was also absent from her brother Lee's wedding in 2012, and that part of their estrangement is from her team's assertion that he molested her when they were children. An insider close to the Anthony family also said that her estrangement is also a result of her family not being a safety net anymore, saying, quote, "She is surrounded by enablers. No one makes her pull her own weight. No one makes her accountable. That's what got her into this mess in the first place. I, for one, don't feel the least bit sorry for her," end quote. Reclusive. According to sources for People, Anthony is now living life reclusively, revealing not much is going on in her life. She gets up each day, hangs around, checks the internet, takes some pictures, and doesn't do much. And she doesn't really make a lot of friends for obvious reasons. She's bored. The source also said that the former single mom has only gone on a couple of dates since her acquittal, in part because she only meets people through her small legal team. Mason explained to CNN that part of why Anthony is bored is because she doesn't have the freedom to entertain herself the way most other people in the world can. Quote, "She can't go to a beauty parlor, she can't go shopping to a department store, she can't go to a restaurant, she can't even go to McDonald's. She can't do anything," end quote. New business. In an attempt to be self-sufficient, Anthony reportedly launched a photography business in 2016. According to the Daily Mail, Anthony registered the business in West Palm Beach, Florida, at private detective Pat McKenna's address. Unfortunately for Anthony, angry followers of her trial who were outraged at her not guilty verdict reportedly bombarded her business's social media with negative reviews. A source told People Anthony has had very few projects. Her legal team is very close. Anthony has a bizarrely close relationship with her attorneys. In addition to working as her lawyer's housekeeper and nanny, Radar Online alleges that Anthony was accused of having a sexual relationship with defense attorney Jose Baez because she couldn't afford to pay him. The Daily Mail also reported that, like her photography business, Anthony's driver's license is registered at private detective McKenna's address. Whether any, all, or none of these reports are true, it's safe to say that Anthony's post-trial life remains pretty complicated, to say the least. Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.